These 6 fish are silently poisoning seniors. Avoid them before it's too late. 1. King mackerel. King mackerel contains some of the highest mercury levels among commonly consumed fish, with concentrations averaging 0.730 parts per million. That's nearly 4 times higher than what's considered safe for regular consumption. Mercury is particularly dangerous for older adults because our kidneys and liver become less efficient at removing these toxins as we age. Here's what mercury does to your body. It accumulates in your brain tissue, causing cognitive decline, memory problems, and even symptoms that mimic dementia. I've seen families blame normal aging when the real culprit was sitting on their dinner plate twice a week. Check your freezer right now. If you have king mackerel, replace it with Atlantic mackerel instead. Atlantic mackerel contains only 0.050 parts per million of mercury. That's 15 times safer while still giving you all those heart-healthy omega-3s. 2. Tilefish. This one will surprise you because tilefish often appears on restaurant menus as catch of the day or simply whitefish. But here's the shocking truth. Tilefish from the Gulf of Mexico contains the highest mercury levels of any fish at 1.123 parts per million. That's more than double what's found in swordfish. The problem is, you might not even know you're eating it. Many restaurants don't specify the type of whitefish they're serving. You think you're making a healthy choice, but you could be consuming mercury levels that exceed safe limits by 500%. When dining out, always ask specifically what type of whitefish is being served. If they mention tilefish, politely decline and ask for cod or haddock instead. Both are mild, flaky, and contain less than 0.111 parts per million of mercury. 3. Swordfish. Swordfish appear elegant and expensive, so we assume it's healthy. But here's what the seafood industry doesn't advertise. Swordfish can live up to 15 years, and during that time, they accumulate massive amounts of mercury from smaller fish they consume. Recent testing found that 80% of swordfish samples exceeded FDA safety limits, with average mercury levels of 1.63 parts per million. For older adults, this creates a perfect storm. Your body's already working harder to process toxins, and then you add this mercury bomb to your system. The result? Nerve damage, coordination problems, and cardiovascular complications. If you love that meaty, substantial fish texture, try rainbow trout instead. It gives you that satisfying bite with only 0.071 parts per million of mercury. That's 23 times safer than swordfish. 4. Big-eyed tuna. I know this one hits hard because sushi has become so popular among all age groups, but big-eyed tuna, commonly used in high-end sushi and seared tuna steaks, contains 0.689 parts per million of mercury. That's concerning enough, but when you eat it raw, you're adding bacterial risk to mercury exposure. Your immune system isn't what it used to be. A bacterial infection that might give a 30-year-old mild stomach upset could land a 70-year-old in the hospital. We're talking about salmonella, listeria, and parasites that your body struggles to fight off. Switch to skipjack tuna. It contains significantly less mercury and is typically cooked, eliminating bacterial risks. Limit yourself to 2 servings per week maximum. 5. Farmed salmon. This might be the most heartbreaking one because salmon is supposed to be a superfood, but farmed salmon, especially from certain regions, contains alarming levels of industrial chemicals. Studies show farmed salmon contains 16 times more PCBs than wild salmon, plus antibiotics, pesticides, and artificial colorants. PCBs are linked to cancer, hormone disruption, and immune system damage. For older adults whose immune systems are already compromised, this chemical exposure can trigger inflammation, worsen arthritis, and stress your cardiovascular system. Look for wild Alaskan on the label. Yes, it costs more, but you're investing in your health. Wild Alaskan salmon contains natural omega-3s without the chemical contamination. 6. Imported catfish. Catfish might be comfort food for many families, but imported catfish, particularly from Asia, often contains antibiotics banned in the US. These antibiotics create drug-resistant bacteria that your aging immune system can't handle. When you consume these antibiotic residues regularly, you're essentially training bacteria in your body to resist treatment. If you get sick, the antibiotics your doctor prescribes might not work. Choose US farmed catfish only. Look for Product of USA on the packaging. US farms follow stricter regulations and don't use banned antibiotics. Start with just one change today. Check what's in your freezer right now and make one smart swap. Your future self will thank you for it. The truth is, fish can still be a powerful part of your diet if you choose wisely. Every smart swap you make protects your brain and your independence. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with someone you care about.